Good morning, dear students. Today I am going to start the new chapter, Squares and Square Roots. Now, before solving the squares and square roots, let us recall some topics which you have already done in class 7. So, here are some workouts by which least number the following should be multiplied to keep all factors in pair. Now, for that you have to find out the factors, prime factors. So how we will do that? Let us see. Let us start question number 1, number A. 108. So we have to find out the LCM to find out the prime factors. So since here the last digit is 8, that is even number. So let us start dividing with 2. 2, 5, 10, 4. So 2 into 54 is 108. 2 2s are 4, 14. 2 7s are 14. 2. So will it be divided by 2? No. So let us try with 3. 3, 9 and 3, 3. So 108 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. Now in the question they have asked you to find out the least number which will be multiplied to keep all factors in pair. So here I can see 2 and 2 is one pair. 3 is also having one pair, 3 into 3. And another 3 is not having any pair. So if I will multiply with 3, then 3 will be paired. So the least number 3 should be multiplied. 3, therefore 3 should be multiplied to keep all factors in pair. So this is how we will solve. That means 3 if you multiply with this number, then the all factors will be paired. So 3 is the answer. So I think you can solve the others also. Next question is, by which least number each of the following should be divided so that all factors are in pair? So let us solve question number 2B, 4000. So let us have a look here. I have solved it already. 4000, we are going to find out the factors with 2. Then again go on dividing. You know the process. Now let us arrange it, the factors. 4000 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2. So 5 2 are there and 3 5 are there. So the pair, if we make 2 into 2 is one pair, another 2 into 2 is one pair, and single 2 remain unpaired. And here the 2 5 became one pair and another 5 remain unpaired. So all the paired values I have taken together and the unpaired I have taken the right side. Now can you tell me by which number if we divide this, all the factors, that means this all numbers, so that we will remain only the paired values. So that means unpaired is 2 into 5, that is 10. So we will divide it by 10. So what is the answer of this question? Question is 10. The least number is 10 should be divided so that all factors are in pair. Next question of this exercise is question number 3. Write ones digit of the following. That means without finding out the product, that means 23 square. 23 square means what? 23 into 23. 80 square means 80 into 80. 74 square means 74 into 74. Number D is 37 square, that is 37 into 37. So let us solve the number D, that is 37 square. Now they have asked you that to find out the ones digit. Ones digit means what? In the units digit, in the left side, what will be the digit without finding out the square? Can you tell me? So 37 into 37 is equal to whatever the value it is, but 37 into 37, 7 to 7 is 49, so unit digit is 49. That means last digit is 49. Last digit is 9. Now let us take out 37 into 37 and let us see whether the answer is correct or not. 7 7 are 49, carry 4, 7 3 are 21, 25, 3 7 are 21, carry 2, 3 3 are 9, 10, 11. 9, 6, 3, 1. So the answer is 1369. So what is the unit digit here? Unit digits is 9. Unit digits or ones digit it is called. So the ones digit is 9. So answer is ones digit is equal to 9. So I think you have understood. Now next question is question number 4. Which of the following will have 9 in ones place? So in ones place there should be 9. Can you tell me which one? Number A, 48 into 48. So 8 8s are 64. So in ones digit it will not be 9. Let us have a look in the question number B. 136. Okay. So 6 6 are 136 into 136. 6 6 are 36. Last digit will be 6. So it is not possible here also. 49. 9 into 9 will be 81. So here also it is not possible. Let us go to the last one. 133. 133 into 133 is 3 into 3 is 9. So the answer will be in question number D. That means answer is number D. Number D, 133 square have 9 in ones place. In ones place. Is it clear to you? Next question is question number 5. Can you write 18 square as the sum of two consecutive integers? So the answer will be no, because 18 square. Now first of all let me explain you what is consecutive integer. The integer, the number which you are having, say for example 2. 2 is an integer. After 2, what is the consecutive number of 2? That is 3. What is the consecutive number of 3? It is 4. That means 3 plus 1, it is 4. So 4 is the consecutive number of 3. 5 is the consecutive number of 4. So understood the consecutive number? So we can't express 18 square as the sum of two consecutive integers. You can try out at home. Now next question is 6. Question number 6. How many digits will be after decimal sign in the following? Say when you are having the number, say for example, let us take here 1.2. when we multiply it by the same number, or that means the point after point, the same digits you are having, that means total digits, how many are there after point? There are 2. So the decimal value will be before the 2 digits. That means, let us find out the product first. 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 1 2s are 2, and 1 1s are 1. So answer is 144. Now the question is that where the decimal value will be. Now here after point 1 digit, here after point another digit. That means how many digits are there after point? 2 digits. So what we will do? We will place the point before 2 digits. This is the way we have to find out the product, and we have to place the decimal value. So here is the answer for you. I have solved. Question number 6C. 1.008 into 1.008, how many digits are there after point? 3 and 3, 6. So what you have to do? So very simple. You have to product it without placing any decimal here. You find out the product first, and the answer will be 1016064. And now your duty is to place the decimal. Where you will place? How many digits are there after decimal? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So let us count from here. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So before 6 digit we have to place the point. Is it clear to you, all of you? Now here you see in question number 7, which number does not come at units place when you multiply two same natural numbers from 1 to 10. That means 1 to 10, the numbers are in the ones digit. Can you tell me how many are there? There are 10 digits. Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 0. Last digit 0. Now they have asked you which number does not come at units place when you multiply two same natural numbers. So let us have a look. Two same natural numbers, if you multiply, say the last digit is 1. 1 into 1, we are getting 1. 2 into 2, we are getting 4. 9. 4 into 4 is 16. 5 into 5 here, so it is 25. 6 into 6 is 36. 7 into 7, 49. 64, 81, 100. Now let us have a look which digits are not there among 1 to 10 in the units place. 1 is there, 2 is not there. Can you see? In the units digit 2 is not there. So let us write it. 2, comma. Then 3 is there. Is it there in the units place? No. So let us write 3. 4 is there. 5 is there. 6 is there. 7 is there. 7 is there? No. So let us write 7. Then 8 is there. 8 is also not there. 9 is there. 10, that means 0, it is there. So which numbers are will not come in the units place when you multiply with the same natural number? So same natural number means what? Say 2 into 2. 1 into 1 is 1. 2 into 2, it doesn't come 2. 3 into 3, it doesn't come 3. It comes 9. Is not it? So what are the numbers? Then the numbers are, so answer is 2, 3, 7, 8. 2, 3, 7 and 8 are the number which will not come in the units place. Are the numbers which will not come at unit's place. At unit's place. 2, 3, 7, 8. You can remember that. Is it clear?